The Fees Must Fall movement is a student-led movement advocating towards the call for free education for all. South Africa is often considered the most unequal society in the world, with a Gini coefficient ranging between 0.65 and 0.7 annually. The movement thus calls towards breaking the cycle of inequality by making education accessible to all, not only those who can afford the current high cost of fees. The movement erupted in October 2015 when the Minister of Higher Education, Blade Nzimande, announced an astounding 11% increase in tuition fees. This meant that many students, besides those already barred from university due to financial exclusion, would not be able to carry on studying, nor would some students be able to begin studies. Students then took to the streets in protest of the proposed decrease and facilitated nationwide university shutdowns. Soon after universities shut down nationwide, government then announced that there would be a drop in the proposed increase from 11% to 6%. Students were not satisfied with this, as the goal of the movement was not a decrease in the rate of increase. The goal of the movement was calling towards a 0% increase toward free education and fighting against exclusionary tuition fee costs. This announcement led to the mobilization of thousands of students to Parliament, where the President and the Minister of Higher Education were present. Unfortunately, students were met with violent police brutality at the gates of Parliament. Subsequently, this placed a significant amount of pressure on the government. Shortly after this, the President set up an emergency meeting with the Minister of Higher Education, Vice-Chancellors and other relevant parties, which was to take place at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. Thousands of students gathered outside the Union Buildings as they awaited word from the President. Eventually, the President announced that there would be a 0% fee increase for 2016, and he also stated that a task team would be set up to try and realize the feasibility of free education in the near future. It's been 1 year since the promise of a plan towards realizing the reality of free and cheaper education, and this is all the progress which the government had to offer.
We have looked at the challenges at hand from all sides and have concluded that the best approach would be to allow universities individually to determine the level of increase that their institutions will require. Our recommendation is that the fee adjustment should not go above 8%.
So the protests have erupted because students have been calling towards free education. However, 1 year after the government had promised a plan towards realizing the feasibility of free education, there was no tangible progress made. So I've had 1 year to brainstorm solutions and to come up with no tangible progress from last year, a 0% increase and an increase for students above that certain threshold. What has the government been doing? Students came together. Within a few weeks, students put together their own model of how free education can be realized. So why is it taking the government this long with the amount of expertise that is available to them? And students are not asking for 0% increases. Students are asking for decreases working towards free education.
The fact is that Fees Commission was on the premise of what should we do about crisis in higher education. It had no weights, it was asking the wrong questions. It actually wasn't dealing with the issue, which is why when you had Blade's announcement, which decided to basically actually ignore what was going on the ground and what the students were asking for, you had a huge eruption around the country of the different universities.
I see this movement as the start of something larger. I think that it's opened a can of worms, a good can of worms, and it's going towards transformation.